So it's Lieutenant Dan Mcgrath, M-C-G-R-A-T-H. So this evening we're involved in an investigation of a really tragic event. It is a domestic-related murder-suicide with 2 adults and 1 infant dead inside a residence. What we know at this point is they have a child in common. He's about 40, she's in her 30s, and the infant is just about 1 year old. He is clearly the suspect. There's no forced entry, they all live together. We don't know why he did this. And then on behalf of all the officers here and everybody at Las Vegas Metro, we want to extend our condolences to the family of the young lady and the infant that are deceased. It's really, really tragic, you know, what's going on here. So, but we still have a job to do. We obviously have to make sure that there's no strangers involved, that there's no forced entry, you know, so before we put out any facts. So it's very clear that he shot the mother of his child and the infant and himself, and there's also a dead dog inside too, all deceased from a gunshot. The coroner will be the one releasing the names of the people involved. I know for the people in the neighborhood over here, they have concerns. We want to let them know there's not somebody out running around shooting, you know, or breaking in houses. So this is all contained within the residence. We're trying to investigate right now. We only found 1 prior call to the police where there is some type of argument, but it was not physical. We don't have any other record. They don't have criminal history. You know, so we're researching that right now. So the police have not, other than that one time, have not been here. And I was told that that was a custody dispute kind of an argument, but it never escalated to you know, anything physical. So all of those things are being reviewed right now. We haven't found anything. So he's a legal gun owner. We found that out too. So all those questions we ask, you know, just like everybody else is asking. So the question that we really want to know is why, you know, why this happened. And for those people in a domestic situation, please, you know, there's always somebody available to talk to, whether you call a hotline or call a friend or clergy, somebody. There's always ways to avoid any violence in a domestic relationship. Too many domestic violence. We've been on far too many of these.
So man dead, mother dead, child dead, a pet inside the home
Yes.
dead tonight. How did you hear about this? We're seeing on social media that neighbors said they heard screaming inside.
That's screaming from the people that found them. It looks to us they've been deceased for 24 hours or maybe a little longer. So the people came over and went in and found them because they hadn't heard from them. There's a little more to that story, you know. There's another child involved that's hers and not his, but that child is safe and is with a family friend also here on the scene.
Was that child on scene during the welfare check? No.
Was that child here when they sent it?
No.
Just stayed
No.
somewhere else?
Was somewhere else. So we've already, that other parent has been notified.
And to clarify, the dead 1-year-old is both of their child.
Yes, that's the best information that I have. So it's really not something we want to publicize, but I know there's a lot of people out that live here in the area, and so it is a really nice, quiet neighborhood, so we just want to put them, you know, it is really sad and tragic, and our counselors are here for our officers that had to go in and see this, and also for our crime scene people and some of the homicide people will get the opportunity to talk to the counselors also, because, you know, it's not too often you see, you know, something like this.
In that prior call that resulted in coming out here before, was it the mother who called for help?
I don't have the very specifics. We just got the summary, you know, I mean, so I'll have to read that myself. They're going to send it to me, and there should be an actual report to read. So I don't 100% sure, but I think she did call, and and the officers did respond, spoke to both of them, and put some comments in the call, as far as what they were arguing over, and noted there was no physical, violence. So that's one of the first things we're looking for is prior domestic violence history, which is not an indicator here. So I'll just take a few more questions, and then hopefully that will be enough for this evening.
Was it a boy or girl, the baby?
I didn't ask, honestly. It's going to be a 1-year-old in a few days. So,
Birthday in a few days?
I want to say, let's see, say it's male, the name's John, so it's
Say that one more time?
the male. It's going to be a male child.
The child's a male, and
Yeah,
did you say birthday in a few days?
Yeah, it's going to be one in a few days, and then within a few days.
Was there any domestic violence at this residence before?
No, not that we found. So, it's not something we're here to go into great detail. We're going to be here for probably 3 to 4 hours. Just doing what we have to do to document everything that occurred inside that residence, and then hopefully.
Just say if they were down in a common area or
No, different parts of the house.
different parts.
Yeah.
How are your officers tonight?
Well, we're going to be here for a while, so this is what we all have a job to do, but nobody, this is difficult for everybody, for all of us, so it's something we have to do. Okay?
Thank
Good?
you so much.
Thank you.
Can you grab the mic?